So?
Well, he's inside, isn't he, playing on that damn thing.
The computer.
Where else?
How are you feeling?
Well, how do you think I'm feeling, Edna? Totally humiliated, which isn't surprising when everyone's laughing at me.
Laughing at you? I don't think
Oh,
people...
of course they are. Spying on the old biddy. In her own front room, and she didn't even know it. Oh, there must have been a near riot in that cafe for a start.
I am sorry.
Oh, it's all right, Edna. I've weathered the scorn of some of the folk round here before, but where I can't stand and where I can't forgive is my Seth being responsible. But I'll tell you something. He's going to reap what he has sown. Wait till I tell you where I've got lined up for him.
What do you mean, no? I've got to have breakfast.
You are not having a bacon sandwich. Try something less fattening.
Viv.
Well, she's got her modelling career to think about.
It's just one bacon sandwich.
It's the thin end of a very fat wedge.
Viv.
All right, but I'm only trying to look out for you. Too many bacon sandwiches could mean the difference between, magazine covers and catalogue work.
Don't you think we might be getting a little ahead of ourselves here?
I am just planning for the future.
Yeah, my future as it happens, and I don't even know if I want to do it yet. And if I do it, it'll be after my exams, OK? In the meantime, can I have a bacon sandwich?
Oh, all right, just this once.
Mind if I join you?
No, of course not.
You might like to know I'm going to see Zoe again today.
All right, well, say hello from me then, will you?
Well, I could, or you could come along and say it yourself.
I don't know, Ashley. I don't want to say the wrong thing.
Forgive me, but that's a bit feeble, and I think you know it is.
Well, no, it isn't really. Not if me going will make her worse than she already is. All right, I'll come with you.
Good man.
I don't have time to offer you anything. I'm late as it is.
It's all right, I'm not stopping. I just came to arrange picking you up from school.
What for?
Well, for the doctor's appointment, remember?
Of course I do. But why do you want to... Well, you're not thinking of coming with me.
Of course I am. I'm your dad. How will it look if I'm not there?
I don't care how it looks. I'm supposed to be going with... I don't need a chaperone.
I see.
There's no need to look like that.
Well, I'm not looking like anything.
No? Dad, I know when you're trying to make me feel guilty, you've done it often enough before.
I'm doing no such thing. I'm just trying to do what's right. Be a father to you. If you would but let me.
Dad, there are a lot of reasons why you shouldn't come with me, and the main one being...
Katie.
And the main one being that you're going to try and talk me into having an abortion.
Katie, that's not the reason I want to go with you.
Not much it isn't.
It isn't. I promise it isn't. Love, I just want to know you're okay. Come on, you're going to need a lift there anyway.
So, when do we get to see the pics?
Should be here any time soon.
Brilliant. So do you think you'll go for it then? As a job, I mean, like full-time?
Oh, I don't know. I mean, I don't think I'm good looking enough to really make it.
Well, that's not all it's about, though, is it? I mean, half these models don't look anything special when they're out of a studio, do they?
Oh, yeah, right. Kate Moss first thing in the morning, total dog. Cindy Crawford, well, that's a paper bag job. And as for Elle Macpherson...
Yeah, like you'd ever get the chance.
Funny.
I've been sent over with this. Orders of the boss.
Very kind of you.
Least I could do. You wouldn't believe the amount of people that have been in here wanting to see Betty on the web.
I reckon I would. Look at this.
Are all these emails for Betty?
Fan mail from all over the world. She's an international star.
Who'd have thought it, eh?
Can't say as I'm surprised. I've always said she's at star quality. She just never had the opportunity of proving it. Well, not until now, in a road.
Well, actually, it's about that I'm calling, as it happens. Yeah, but do you think we could postpone this weekend? I know, we were really looking forward to it too. It's just Zoe. Well, no, she's a bit stressed out at the moment. No, she's fine. She's fine, honestly. No, she's off to a health spa for the week. Well, you know what I'm like. Try to look after her.
That's brilliant, Diane.
Well, I could do with a holiday, and now that Ashley says Gabby's allowed...
So you're going to go then, definitely?
A couple of weeks in the sun, just the three of us. Try stopping me. And you never know, I might meet an extra charming millionaire with his own Greek island and happy ever after.
Like the Love Boat, only real and with better music.
I can dream, can't I?
Well, dreams do come true sometimes, don't they? I mean, who'd have thought we'd have won all that cash on a scratch card, eh? Hello, Tricia?
Sorry, I was just thinking.
Dangerous pastime, that. Well, better get on, eh, folks?
Right you are, then.
Hey, Marlon. I've had an idea.
Oh, yeah, what?
Well, you know how much I really miss Bernice?
So?
We could go too.
I'm sorry, what?
On the cruise, we could go with Diane.
I don't think so.
We haven't had an holiday in ages.
We can't afford it.
Yes, we can. We've got the lottery money.
That's an investment.
We can only use a little bit of it.
No.
Marlon.
No.
Marlon?
No.
Now, are you absolutely sure you want to go through with it?
Never been surer. Seth's going to have to pay for what he's done in full.
Right, then. Things to be getting on with.
Do you think Len's going to be up for it, then?
Oh, I'll get Len Reynolds on side, don't you worry.
You know, I'm quite looking forward to Len's part in all this.
Which makes me rather worried as to what you actually have planned for him.
It'll be quite spectacular, you can be sure of that.
Well, I'll see you before you see me, I expect.
That's the plan, Edna. That's the plan.
Thank you.
Chris, can I have a word?
What about?
Well, I don't want you to think I'm interfering or anything, but I couldn't help but hear you on the telephone. Family friend, were it? Look, I wasn't eavesdropping.
No?
No, I promise. Well, it's just that you'd have to be blind not to notice how weird it's been round here lately.
Meaning?
Meaning, Zoe hasn't gone to Health Farm, has she?
Well, go on, Cynthia. You've come this far. You may as well say what you're going to say and be done with it.
Right, well, I reckon that Zoe's got something more serious than stress. I think she's had some sort of breakdown.
You are jumping to an awful lot of conclusions.
Yeah, we'll call it an educated guess and not signs. I mean, look, tell me to mind my own business if you want, but I'm trying to offer you some support. I'm not wrong, am I?
I thought we'd managed to keep a lid on it.
Well, you have, as far as I know, and you will be able to for as long as it takes. It's difficult, but it's not impossible.
How do you know about all this?
My ex, he had a nervous breakdown. I mean, we don't really know what caused it, but, well, he'd been at Dole a long time, and me and him were splitting up, and there were all this stuff from his past, and he sort of lost it big time.
I'm sorry.
Well, I'm just telling you because, Chris, I know she will get better with right help.
Thanks. Am I deluding myself? I mean, does everybody in the village know what's happening to Zoe?
Well, if they do, they won't be hearing it from me.
Well, it'd be nice if we could keep it away from the local rumour mill, if at all possible.
Well, I know it's a different situation, but I'm rebel too. I mean, none of our friends knew about Tony's situation at time.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, that's something.
I even managed to keep it from our Danny and Letitia, and could I ask you not to say out about it because they never did find out.
Of course. Oh, Cynthia, I'm grateful.
What's he going with you for?
He made the appointment.
So what?
So he's trying to be supportive.
Yeah, well, guess what? Me too. It's my kid. Should be me there.
God, I couldn't say no, could I?
Why not? You know what he's going to try and get you to do, don't you?
Well, he promised he wouldn't.
What have we got to do to make him see? When are we going to be allowed to make a decision?
He's trying to meet me halfway.
Yeah?
Yes.
Well, I could come as well.
Come off it. Can you imagine the three of us sitting there? Look, I can tell you about it afterwards, OK?
Well, I suppose it'll have to be, won't it?
Hey, you're not going cold on the idea, are you? I mean, if you've any doubts, speak up now.
Of course not. It's a long way and I'll miss her.
We look after Gabby, don't worry.
We?
You. Diana look after Gabby.
I know she will. Oh, I suppose I'll have to sort out getting Gabby a passport.
I'm getting the forms this afternoon.
So, busy morning then, Ashley?
Very busy. I went to visit a mutual friend of ours, as it happens.
Oh, yeah, who?
Edith.
Oh, nice.
She's very taken with you, actually.
Was she? Oh, good. Always nice to know you've made the right impression.
Oh, yes. She said you make a lovely couple.
Does she? Oh, that's sweet. Here, Marlon. Edith told Ashley we make a lovely couple.
She also asked when you were next planning to pop over.
Oh, Marlon? Edith wanted to know when we're going to go and see her again.
You were planning on visiting her again, weren't you?
Yeah, of course we were, weren't we?
Oh, yeah.
Good. She's ever such a nice lady, isn't she, Trish?
Yeah, we just hadn't planned when, that's all.
Exactly. As soon as we know when, we'll be over there like a shot.
Excellent. She's looking forward to seeing you.
Yeah, great. Us too.
You see, Edith's like a lot of elderly people. Her family have mainly moved away or passed on, and she doesn't get many visitors. So when you two come along, a young couple with lots of plans for the future, you sort of provide, well, a new lease of life, I suppose. Which is really something to be proud of, isn't it? I'll see you later.
So, no guilt there then?
Is that you, Seth?
Betty, what are you doing home?
Oh, I've just taken the day off. Come on, sit down, love. Take the weight off. You had something to eat?
Had my lunch at cafe.
Oh, would that be Hope's Cafe?
Aye.
Oh, Cafe Hope, Main Street, Emmerdale, Yorkshire?
Yeah.
Oh, I wouldn't eat there if I was you, love. The place is filthy. They must have broken every hygiene rule in the book. What? No, there isn't in that cafe that isn't past its sell-by date. Including the owner. Well, I'll just go and get myself a butty then, love.
OK, so that's a due date of around about the 11th of February.
Fine.
You feeling well in yourself?
Yeah, I feel great.
And you're happy being pregnant?
Yeah, I am.
OK. I'll get Hot and General to assign a midwife to
Doctor,
you. And...
can I just ask a question?
Sure.
If Katie were to, change her mind and decide on a termination, when would it have to be done by?
How could you?
Katie, is this something you want to discuss?
No, it isn't, and he knows it.
I'm just talking hypothetically so we know what the options are.
Dad, shut up.
If it were an option, it would be best to happen by the 12th week of pregnancy. However, Mr. Adaman, as your daughter is my patient and not
Look,
you...
I'm a dad, right? I'm trying to look after her.
I know you are, but I think it's best if you wait outside, don't you? I'll give Katie any relevant information she asks for.
I'll be in the car. Katie, the silent treatment won't help either of us, will it?
You promised. You promised you won't bring it up.
No, I promised it wasn't the reason I wanted to go with you.
Oh, that makes it all right then, Dad. How could you?
I was just trying to work out the options, seeing how long we had to make a decision.
When we get it into your head that I've made my decision. You know, what's it got to do with you anyway?
Katie?
Dad, just stop interfering, all right? Just leave me alone.
Katie!
Hey, what do you think you're doing?
Oh, perfect. Easier now.
Oh, don't start on him.
I think she wants to be left alone.
Do you mind? I'm trying to have a conversation with my daughter.
Yeah? Except you're upsetting her. That isn't good for her right now, is it?
Ashley.
Zoe.
Hello.
Hello, Paddy.
Shall we sit down?
Sure.
So, how are you feeling today?
Fine, fine.
It seems very nice here, Zoe. It's very relaxing.
Yes, it is.
Look, why don't I go and get us a cup of coffee for us all or something?
Nothing for me, thank you.
Thanks, that'd be nice.
I won't be a minute.
Why did you bring him here?
He's your friend. He wanted to come.
I'll bet he did.
Sorry. I'm missing something. What's wrong?
You really don't know, do you?
No.
Actually, Paddy's part of it. He's in league with them.
Oh, Len, the very person.
Hey up, Edna. Look, you don't mind if I carry on with this, do you?
No.
Look to my eyes.
No, you just carry on.
So, what can I do for you?
Well, I was wondering if I could call upon you for a favour.
All right.
I want you to get over to Betty's. She needs a hand with something.
Hey, I'll nip over at the end of the day, if you like.
Actually, time is of the essence. In fact, it's rather urgent.
So you mean now?
Well, if you wouldn't mind.
Well, normally, love, I'd jump through hoops for you, but you can see how busy I am.
There's a cup of tea in it for you. And I might even stretch to digest it.
Oh, aye. What's going on?
Well, you'll find out when you get there. Now, are you going or not?
Well, you're not taking no for an answer, are you?
I'd better warn you, Seth. The likelihood of food on the house has diminished quite a lot since this morning.
What the hell was all that about? The hygiene in here?
I don't know, she just came out with it.
I've got a good mind to bar you from ever using this place again.
Be fair, love, he has brought in all the extra trade.
Which we'll probably lose since her nib's been bad-mouthing us on the World Wide Web.
Only wanted a cup, or I'll pay for it if you like.
Go on, love.
Oh, I'm just too soft-hearted. Oh, Donna, hang on, I want a word.
Thanks, mate.
Hey, you're lucky she's in a good mood.
Hey, is Betty up to anything interesting today?
I'm just finding out.
They came this morning. Smashing, aren't they?
Oh, Donna, you look gorgeous. Yeah, they're really good.
So, I rang up the agency and they're very keen to put you on their books. Brilliant, isn't it?
Wow.
Blimey, is that all you can say?
Well, I am pleased. It's just all happening a bit fast, that's all.
I wish it would happen to me. I never win anything. So? Well, you've got to make a decision sometime.
Well, I've told you when I finish school, after my exams.
You think Paddy's involved in a conspiracy against you?
I don't think I know. That's why I wasn't taking a coffee from him.
A conspiracy along with...
There's all sorts of people involved.
But why would they do this? Why you in particular?
It isn't a question of why, it's what they do. Ashley, my work is important, a force for good, right? Well, they are determined to stop me from working, period. Ashley, this is serious. It isn't some game, it's real.
And who else is involved, apart from Paddy?
There's a whole core of them, but at the top there's Chris, Charity, my father.
Your father? Zoe, Frank's...
Hiya. Sorry, it took so long. There you go. So how are we getting on?
Fine. We're getting on fine.
It's no good. We're going to have to visit her.
You reckon?
Of course, we started something by going in the first place. How's Edith going to feel if we drop her now?
We would have forgotten about us by next week.
How?
Well, people always forget things, didn't they?
Tricia, we're not a couple of items on a shopping list.
Never said we were.
Anyway, I think she was pretty canny. And she was laughing all.
Yeah, I suppose she was, really. I don't know why I'm bothering arguing with you, because we're going to go and see her anyway, aren't we?
Well, I think we should, once a week.
Once a week?
Just until she... You know...
Yeah, with a bit of luck, it won't be too long.
Patricia!
Oh, no, I didn't mean it like that.
Good. So, tomorrow then?
All right.
Hello?
Come in!
It's only me.
Oh, I am glad you've come, Len.
Edna said you wanted a favour, like?
Yes, I do, love. Would you just come over here? And stand just there for me, love. Ta.
Hey, Seth! It looks like you've got a rival.
Hey? Well, Reynolds, no chance.
Something I have
Bet you'd rather...
I've fallen in love with you.
Hey?
Huh?
I've loved you since the very
Hey,
first moment.
hey, I were only joking.
Are you on or what?
Come on. Don't try and fight it. This thing is bigger than both of us.
Well, it might be bigger than both for you, but I...
Whoa! Oh, should we get a bucket of water over there or something?
Oi. Sorry.
Thank you, Len. That's all I want of you for just now.
Righto.
I know you're watching, Seth Armstrong, and I know everybody else is watching with you. So get this. I will never forgive you for what you've done to me. See this? This means I'm leaving you right now. And as for the rest of you, this is the last edition of the Betty Show. I'd like to wish you all good afternoon, good evening, and good night.
Seth, I think you better, Seth?
This I've got to see.
Betty?
Get out of my way, you silly old fool.
I know what this looks like, mate. She just asked me to carry her suitcases. There is naught going on.
What do you think you're playing at?
I am humiliating you in exactly the same way as you have been humiliating me for God knows how long.
But it's not like that.
You proud of yourselves, are you, eh? Spying on me like that?
Look, Betty...
Luke, don't even start to try and apologise.
Will you take those to my house, please, Len? Betty will be staying with me.
Yeah, righto.
Hey, I can't believe you got me involved in this.
Oh, shush.
And you lot can all stop gawping now, because the show is over. Off air permanently.
Please, love, let me explain.
There's nothing to explain, is there? We've had our problems, you and me, in the past. But when the chips were down, we were all as united. Against everyone else, if need be. And then you go with that lot behind my back and have a right good laugh at me. I'm ashamed to have ever known you. No.